İçerik, memnun.
Content. The content of the book made me feel content.
Kitabın içeriği beni memnun etti.
She was content with the content of the video.
Videonun içeriğinden memnundu.
I am content with the content of this course.
Bu kursun içeriğinden memnunum.
As Queen, we look to you for action, unless you are content to wait for the French to send more reinforcements.
Why be content with a grove when you could have the world?
In the 8 weeks he's been on the air, General, he's disobeyed orders as to style and content.
He's just content to just put his shit on the floor again. You know,
The man I used to be would have been content with friendship.
While you two boys were content to sit back and be a couple of also-rans.
The content of that message is morally ambiguous at best.
I'd like you to make your statement brief and without political content of any kind.
I've always been quite content with my family.
You can play me back later to your heart's content.
Eski önceki.
Former. My former teacher was very kind and helpful.
Eski öğretmenim çok nazik ve yardımseverdi.
She met her former boss at the conference.
Konferansta eski patronuyla karşılaştı.
The former president gave a speech yesterday.
Eski başkan dün bir konuşma yaptı.
Former winners include Nobel laureates, Fields Medal winners, renowned astrophysicists.
We've got the former third baseman for San Francisco, Rico DeLuca.
As most of you know, Christopher Pike, former captain of this ship, and our friend,
is in fact the cover for an international criminal organization with ties to former Nazis.
We have some new information about the incident at your former condo.
Just after he strung up the former librarian and relieved him of his head.
Everett Ross, former Air Force pilot and now CIA.
So this is William Brandt, a former colleague of Hunt's.
Ev halkı, ev eşyası.
Household. The household includes both people and furniture.
Ev halkı hem insanları hem de mobilyaları içerir.
Cleaning the household can be a big task.
Ev eşyalarını temizlemek büyük bir iş olabilir.
Our household appliances are very energy efficient.
Ev eşyalarımız çok enerji tasarruflu.
Few household chemicals in the proper proportion.
Sylvia has told me you've offered her the services of your household staff.
You threw an egg beater into the wheels of her Victorian household.
Forks are not customary in a Vietnamese household.
There is no reason you shouldn't get a picture of the household finances.
We'll kill the firstborn male child in every household.
And in general, the whole strain of the current atmosphere in your household.
You can make all kinds of explosives using simple household items.
Are you telling me it is now the Prime Minister who selects my household?
Sonraki. İkincisi,
Ladder. I liked the red dress, but the ladder was prettier.
kırmızı elbiseyi beğendim ama ikincisi daha güzeldi.
He tried both sandwiches, and the latter was tastier.
Her iki sandviçi de denedi, ikincisi daha lezzetliydi.
The first option was cheaper, yet the latter was better.
İlk seçenek daha ucuzdu, ama ikincisi daha iyiydi.
I'm not sure about the latter, but we can talk about the first two, but let's take it easy on the latter.
And to stave off the latter, the least you can do is show your slaves you're as strong as they are.
In the latter stages of the disease, it's the strangling, not the sex, that brings them on.
Alas, for Mr. Nickleby, it meant the latter.
Judging by the pollution content of the atmosphere, I believe we have arrived at the latter half of the 20th century.
And they were not at the latter disposition, if you ascertain my meaning.
The proprietor seems to belong more to the latter.
The latter, I think, just because of his physical size.
Cevap. Tepki. Yanıt.
Response. My response to your question was very quick.
Sorunuza yanıtım çok hızlı oldu.
She waited for his response to her email.
Onun e-postasına ne cevap vereceğini bekledi.
The teacher's response was kind and helpful.
Öğretmenin cevabı nazik ve yardımcıydı.
Well, basically, they say that the world is sound, and everything in it is and responds to vibration. Whatever.
Sure, you see an attractive member of the opposite gender, you have an automatic response, you don't have to think about it.
Apart from several crank telephone calls, there is little response.
Sometimes fear is the appropriate response.
Not only that, you have to tailor its response to the feelings the person is having.
Repeating the same generic response over and over again.
This is not the response I was expecting from my business partner.
People want to know that their government has a response.
Even a soul as blank and brittle as yours needs a response.
Korkutucu, ürkütücü.
Scary. The scary movie was too scary for me.
Korkutucu film, benim için fazla ürkütücüydü.
Her story about ghosts was quite scary.
Onun hayaletlerle ilgili hikayesi oldukça korkutucuydu.
Going into the dark forest is scary.
Karanlık ormana girmek ürkütücü.
Okay, does this cow look scary or is it like cute?
Jude is a scary, hungry woman, and I'm not going anywhere with her. Wow, you are a very scary witch.
Guess it'll just be me alone with the scary ice cream man. Scary, but not scary at the same time.
I know that what happened back there was really scary.
Oh my god, it's really scary.
Yeah, but add in those scary dogs, and he's like the uncle who shows up for Thanksgiving, you know.
It's too scary to stand up the way you did, you know.
That's kind of crazy and kind of scary.
İstekli, gönüllü.
Willing. She is willing to help with the project.
Projeye yardım etmeye istekli.
Are you willing to volunteer this weekend?
Bu hafta sonu gönüllü olmaya istekli misin?
He is always willing to learn new things.
Yeni şeyler öğrenmeye her zaman istekli.
And all joking aside, I think I'm willing to give you a second chance.
Andre was willing to do it. That's how confident he feels that he can slam the giant stud. And
they're willing to sell you back your old apartment at the escalated price and...
What good is nymphomania if they're willing to ramp it with just anybody?
Good things happen when you're willing to go for it.
Because I am willing to whip out my Jeremy Piven.
You have to be willing to fall, like, flat on your face sometimes.
Hey, did you like this video? Make sure to hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell so you never miss what's next.